It's important for us to be clear what we want to do for Lent before it starts. So next Tuesday, Fat Tuesday at 11:30 p.m., it's probably not a good time to start thinking about what we're going to do the next morning for Lent, although better late than never. But this Lent, I'm going to try to do at least a significant portion of the Exodus 90. Every Lent, I give up coffee and caffeine and desserts. Certainly try to pray more. I mean, we do all these things to try to really create a space for God in our life. When we look at the three traditional practices of Lent, we see prayer, almsgiving, and fasting. All of those scriptural, all of those clear paths for us to grow in sanctity and in our relationship with God. And when you think about it, all three of those strengthen relationship. In prayer, I strengthen my relationship with God, and He comes into my life with deeper grace. Almsgiving, I'm strengthening my relationship with my brothers and sisters, especially those who are suffering and in need and in poverty. And thirdly, fasting is kind of strengthening my own inner will and, again, emptying myself out. Fasting is this remarkably powerful scriptural practice that really helps us to laser focus on God as the center of everything. Probably one of the most transformative Lents of my life was my first Lent in the Dominican Republic. So Ash Wednesday, I'm preaching about the need for conversion and fasting, prayer, and almsgiving, and it just hit me between the eyes. Here I am, this well-fed American, preaching to people that in one sense are on a perpetual Lent. You know, many of them eat once a day. Many of them don't have the things that we can have the luxury to give up for a while. And it really changed my perspective because it helped me realize that in Lent, we're also called to be in solidarity with the poor and the suffering around the world who in many ways live a perpetual ascetical existence. And that my almsgiving, my consumption of less, my generosity can somehow feed them and love them and bless them. So Lent isn't just about my individual faith life going to Jesus. It's also how am I part of the church and the world, and what is my role to bring about the abundance of life that God wants for all of His children.